everyone, Big Friendly Wargame here again. I'm going to carry on my how to paint videos. Now this one's going to be a little bit different. There's not actually going to be any painting in it, but it's going to be basically, I'm going to show how I set up my painting station when I'm going to paint. It's good practice to do this, and what I'm going to basically do is just talk you through what I've got on my desk, stuff you need for painting, and yeah, stuff like that. Now I normally have like some music on in the background when I'm painting, or a DVD on or something like that, just purely because I find it stops you getting distracted from other things. May not work for you, may work for you, but you know, it's about finding what works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab hold of the camera, pan it round, and show you what I'm working. Show you my paint setup. Now, if you've followed my channel for a while, you'll see my desk plenty of times, and so yeah, you're going to see it again. So I'm going to turn off the camera now, and I'll show you what, where I'm at. Right, so this is my desk. You have to excuse my voice if it's a bit loud because I'm right next to the camera. Now this is just purely my painting area. It also has my laptop on it, so when I don't paint and I'm playing World of Warcraft, it's on the desk as well, but we're going to ignore that for now. It's just basically spare space where the models are. So what we're going to do, first off, my chair. My chair's very comfortable, it squeaks a bit. So I'm going to sit down and I'm going to show you what I've got on my desk. Now ignore all the wires, that's not good. So we've got my paint tools, my building tools, sorry. As you can see, got masking tape down there as well. We've got various other things, bits of models and whatever, some old paint brushes, a saw. We've got my lamp, which is my lamp, I've had it for years. Two-headed lamp, so it helps with the shadows. You don't have as many shadows on your models as you would have otherwise, because as you can see here, the lighting's not great, and yeah, that makes it a lot brighter, my lamp does. We've got my actual paint station, which I could sit this on my lap. It is a Games Workshop one, it's quite an old one. Paints, generally speaking, when you're going to sit down and do a painting session, it's good practice to get all the paints out that you're actually going to use for that session. Now I'm about to do another video after this one, which will be how to base coat models and stuff. So I have got 5 paints out, and they're what I'm going to be using. I've got a palette. Now not everyone uses a palette. Some people use straight out the pot. I use a palette because it lets you thin down your paints. It lets you mix paints if you want to. Like I said, a lot of people don't use palettes. I know Games Workshop have a palette pad, which is like bits of paper and stuff. This I've had, again, like the paint station, I've had this for years, and this is a Games Workshop piece. Now as you can see, it's got a little hole there. It's supposed to be so you can hold it like that if you really want to, but I'm not going to. It stays there. I got blue tack because every now and then having blue tack handy is useful. Right, so the brush that I've got here is basically just my brush that I use to take paint out of the pot and put it on the palette. It's quite an old brush. It's an old Citadel wash brush. It is fairly knackered. Should really replace it, to be honest, but it does its job. It puts paint on the palette that I need it to. And as you can see, I've got water pots, 2 water pots. Now I always have 2, purely because this one is for metallic paints. Now with metallic paints, you get little flecks of metal pigment which contaminate the water. So when you're actually painting using other paints, if you use the same water, it will contaminate the paint. Now it's not too big a thing. It's just something that I've always done over the years. Some people, it doesn't bother them at all. With me it does, because especially if you're using like a light paint into a dark colour, or a dark metallic into a light colour, it does contaminate the colour. Right, so that's the metallic paint. I've got my normal water, which is not for drinking, just for thinning paints and for washing my brush. I have one model on the paint station at the moment. There will be more, as you can see. There's more over here. It's the Tyrolean Genestealer. It's the guy that I undercoated in my first episode of these. Brushes, range of brushes. These ones are generally the ones that I actually use for painting. These two, you've got 4 dry brushes, sorry, and a wash brush for shading and stuff. Now, other things that I've got on my desk is all my paints, my big paint rack. I have more paints down here as well. I've paints everywhere, to be honest. I've got more models, like I said. I've got 5 Termagants, which you're going to see in a video soon. Some models that I've finished and some models that I'm nearly finished, plus a load of other stuff. Some decoration on my desk. I've got space for a drink, because it's always good if you're going to have a long painting session to have a drink. And I've got a big model that's covered so it doesn't collect dust. So that's about it, really. Now my laptop's here because sometimes I'll be painting and I'll want to watch something on YouTube or whatever. So I open the laptop up and I put YouTube on. It's as simple as that. Now you'll see these models are on the Citadel paint handles. They're pretty good. They're quite useful. Now you always want something like this. Now you can hold on to the base, but you're going to get fingers on your models if you do. You want something so it's totally so you're not holding the model at all. Now these Citadel paint handles are good. They're useful. They don't hurt your hands when you grip them. I for years have also used these, which is again my corks, which I use for spray painting. So I've got the single ones there, and I've got the triple ones there as well. They're for bigger models. Blue tack them on, not a problem. And yeah, that's about it. That's everything that I've got on my desk. Obviously the lights, I'll show you how the lights are. So you can see it's a bit dim in here. My lighting in my room's not brilliant. And it'll give you that. Now for me, that's plenty bright enough. It lightens up my painting area. And that's all you really need. I mean, yeah, that's it. You can start painting straight away with that, to be honest. Yeah, there you go. Right, so that's my paint station. That's my paint area. I have other bits and pieces around me, but they're generally not used. Like down there I've got my ultrasonic cleaner, well I strip models with. In the actual desk itself I've got other bits and pieces. I've got a load of stuff in the drawer like bits boxes and stuff like that. But they're not, you don't need them for painting. This is basically what you need. I mean, you've got some basing materials and stuff like that, but you don't need them for painting at the moment. So if you're new to painting, it's nice to have a little area which is a dedicated painting area. I find that if I have all my desk cluttered, it puts me off painting. Now you might not find that to start with. You might find painting is a new thing, and you want to do it all the time. Eventually you'll get to the point where it seems like a little bit of a chore, and that's fine. Everyone feels like that sometimes. But having that clear painting area where you can literally just sit down and paint is really good. So that's going to be it for this episode, just showing you how I paint, how I set up my paint area ready for painting, to be honest. So in the next video I'll show you how to base coat a single model. But that's it for now. If you like these videos, give me a like. If you want to carry on watching what I'm doing, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.